Today, we're looking at a monument that has become a true global icon. And not just because it's massive, but because of the incredible story it tells about an entire nation. This is the story of the Statue of Unity.
Okay, so the first thing you just have to wrap your head around is its sheer breathtaking scale. We're talking 182 meters tall. That's almost 600 feet. It is officially the tallest statue on the entire planet. But, what does a number that big even mean?
Well, to put it in perspective, let's look at some other famous landmarks. The Statue of Unity doesn't just stand taller, it absolutely dwarfs them. It's nearly twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty and more than 4 times the height of Christ the Redeemer. This thing is a statement, written in steel and bronze. But this monument was built to stand for something much, much bigger than its physical height. This idea right here, that unity is its own kind of divine strength, that's the real message. And it's all tied to the man the statue honors. So, who was this great unifier? Well, the statue is a tribute to the man who took on one of the most difficult, most daunting nation-building projects in all of modern history. Meet Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. As India was just taking its first steps as an independent nation, he held 2 of the most critical jobs in the new government. And that nickname, the Iron Man of India, yeah, that wasn't just for show. He earned it through an absolutely incredible act of political will. And this number right here, this really shows you the challenge he was facing. When the British left, India wasn't one country. It was this fractured patchwork of 562 different princely states. And each one could choose to join India, join Pakistan, or just become its own independent country. The whole subcontinent was right on the brink of shattering into pieces. So, how on earth did he pull off this nearly impossible task? Patel's strategy was just brilliant. He started with persuasion, talking to the rulers, reassuring them. For those who were on board, there was a legal document, the instrument of accession, that made joining the union official. But for the few who held out, he wasn't afraid to take firm, decisive action to protect India's integrity. It was a true masterclass in how to build a nation. So, you need an iron will to forge a nation. But to build a monument like this one to honor that legacy, well, that requires a completely different kind of strength. An incredible feat of modern engineering. Just look at this timeline. The whole project was finished in only 33 months. To give you some context, the Spring Temple Budo in China, which was the previous record holder, took over 11 years to build. This wasn't just construction, it was a sprint, and it put India's ability to manage massive projects on the world stage. The amount of material that went into this is just staggering. We're talking enough concrete to fill 84 Olympic-sized swimming pools and enough steel to build 2 Eiffel Towers. More than 3,000 workers and 250 engineers were on this project, many working around the clock to make it happen. And this thing isn't just big, it's incredibly strong. The design is an absolute marvel of engineering, built to handle whatever nature throws at it. Thanks to some advanced structural design, it can withstand hurricane-force winds and even major earthquakes. It's a symbol of resilience in every possible way. But beyond all the concrete and steel, there's a story that I think is really special. The Loha Abhiyan, or Iron Campaign, was this nationwide movement where farmers from all over India donated their old, used iron tools. All of that iron was collected, melted down, and used in the foundation, symbolically forging the unity of the people right into the core of the monument itself. All right, so the impact of this project goes way, way beyond just the statue's physical footprint. It has actually been a catalyst for change, completely transforming the entire region around it. Let's start with the most direct impact: jobs. More than 15,000 direct jobs were created for the local population, especially for the tribal communities who've lived in this remote area for generations. So this isn't just a monument, it's a massive economic engine. And that engine has fueled an unbelievable transformation. The small, once isolated area of Kevadia is now a bustling town called Ekta Nagar, which means Unity City. It's been designed from the ground up to be this world-class, eco-friendly tourist hub, and it's drawing millions of visitors from all over the globe. See, the statue isn't just sitting there all by itself. It's the anchor for a whole ecosystem of attractions. There's a safari park, glow gardens, river rafting, herbal gardens. A whole destination has been built around it. and that makes sure that the economic benefits are sustainable and spread throughout the community. And if you want to know what that transformation looks like on a really human level, just listen to this. This quote, "I run the e-rickshaw and my home," is from one of the more than 60 local tribal women who were trained to be e-rickshaw drivers. For them, this project wasn't just a job, it brought real financial independence and a powerful sense of empowerment. So what does it all add up to? When you take a step back, you see that the statue is more than just a tribute to one man, and it's more than a cool engineering project. It actually embodies this powerful metaphor for the nation itself. Some people call this the phoenix quality of India, like the mythical bird that rises from its own ashes. The statue symbolizes the nation's incredible ability to overcome huge challenges, from colonialism to the trauma of partition, and to emerge from it all reborn, stronger, and more unified than before. So ultimately, you can look at this monument on 3 different levels. It represents the historical strength of Sardar Patel's unifying vision, it represents the technological strength of India's modern engineering, and it represents the spiritual strength of a civilization that just refuses to be broken. And all of this leaves us with one final big question. When we look at a structure this grand, are we just looking at the past? A tribute to a historical figure and a moment in time? Or is it really a statement of intent? A declaration of what a nation is capable of, what its ambitions are, and where it's headed in the future? It's definitely something to think about.